up with that bad boy tuck. I'ma get it how I'm living, I'ma walk the walk. Outline my lines, I rap through thought.
A tragic day for football, ladies and gentlemen, as the Lionesses lose the World Cup final and Chelsea get battered by West Ham. Now, I say that tongue-in-cheek slap, and I don't, you know what? No. 3-1 to 10 men, West Ham. I'm going to say it's battered. I don't care how many passes we had in the opposition area, how much possession we had. They West Hammed us. They absolutely West Hammed us. A set-piece goal, James Ward-Prowse. A Michail Antonio break after heavy Chelsea pressure. And a penalty. Can you get any more of a West Ham goal fest? Like, that is Moisey West Ham goals personified. Guys, we're going to talk about it today. Thank you for joining me on the channel. Daily videos if you fancy it. Drop a like for better times and subscribe for hopefully better times. Make no bones about it, ladies and gentlemen, this was a chicken oriental game. There were 5 Chelsea attackers on the pitch at the end. Pochettino went for it. He had front 3 and he had wing backs. There were forwards. The whole thing was mental. And I don't know how to feel. We started off with a 3-back system. Yes, it's a hybrid with Levi Colwill playing left back, but we have 3 centre-backs in Disasi. More on him in a bit. Colwill and, of course, Thiago Silva. Chilwell playing as a left wing-back / left winger. Malo Gusto playing as a right back, not so much a right winger. We saw Enzo Fernandez, Conor Gallagher. We saw Nico Jackson, Sterling, Chuck Wemeka. More on him, of course, in a moment as well. And the 4-2-3-1 of West Ham. Ariola in goal. Our friend Emerson at left back. Soufal. We saw Zuma. We saw, who do we see? Aguerd, who had a red card. But did that help us? No. I swear teams get better when they go down to 10 men. And Chelsea had over 75% possession away at West Ham, and we had 15 dribbles to their 3. We even won 19 aerials to their 11, which surprises me because they are big boys. And when I was watching this game towards the end in the box, when all the West Ham players were just guarding their goal, I was like, yeah, we're just whipping crosses into the box with a load of West Ham giants. This is never going to do anything, of which it didn't. Look, the stats are profoundly in Chelsea's favour. There was one period of the game where we had 130 passes in their opposition area and they had 7. But does it matter? The question is, does it matter? And the answer is no, it doesn't, because like I said at the top of the video, we were fully David Moyes'd here. Shall I run you through it? They score the opener. James Ward-Prowse assists Aguerd, who I believe is the centre-back, isn't he? Yeah, I think so, yeah. On a set piece. Look, James Ward-Prowse, a new signing for West Ham, him and Edson Alvarez, of course, the CDM from Ajax that we were going to buy for a long time. Ward-Prowse is a good Premier League operator, and West Ham's probably his level, but he makes West Ham a lot better. 2 assists, the first player, I'm reliably informed, in West Ham's history to get 2 assists on his debut. An amazing set piece. Conor Gallagher is marking said West Ham player in this Aguerd, and just decides not to jump. He's looking at his man. He doesn't look at his ball. The man is looking at the ball, heads it. I don't want to dig Conor Gallagher out too much in this game because there's a few culprits to some bad moments, but that was a bad moment for Conor, and he had a pretty good game otherwise. Lots of yellow cards here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 2 of them making a red card. Of course, we equalise in the 28th minute. Carney Chukwuemeka, chef's kiss, applause, amazing goal. He shimmies, he dribbles, he carries the ball, he dances, he sambas into the box and whips a lovely finish. And at that point, you're thinking, baby girl, we're gonna win this game. We're gonna I was nearly swore there. Anyway, it was a wonderful, wonderful goal from Carney Chukwuemeka. Very, very, very unfortunate for the poor lad that later on he looks like he, I don't know if I don't want to jinx it, touch wood, but it kind of looked like he did his ACL, isn't it? We just can't have nice things. We cannot have nice things. A poor lad, he literally couldn't walk. The amount of players we have dropping like flies still, even now. Raheem Sterling is scintillating in the first half. We'll talk about player performances, but he wins us a penalty. And who takes penalties? Well, Nkunku will take penalties almost certainly when fit. You think, Reece James hits a rather good penalty. Failing those two being on the pitch, I'd say give it to Nico Jackson. Sterling can score a penalty, but give it to Nico Jackson. He's been playing well lately in a Chelsea shirt. He's not getting the goals. Goals breed confidence in strikers. It's like the old adage, if all else, if I can't speak English, just give the striker the penalties, basically. Put him on penalties. Enzo steps up. Oh, that's exciting. Different, I suppose Jorginho took penalties from midfield. He whiffs an awful penalty. And at that point, that penalty would make us 2-1. And it's important. It's like, the timeline, the multiverse. That's when different tangent universes split off. Because we score that goal, I think we go on to win this comfortably. Now, by no means am I applying, any unneeded fault on Enzo Fernandez because you just missed a penalty, it happens. But I reckon should that penalty go in, because that first half we should have been up 3-1. I reckon that's not unfair. If you look at the stats, profoundly weighed in Chelsea's favour. You got Jamie Carragher scousing all over Chelsea's performance. Jackson and Sterling excellent in that first half, and Carney getting the wonder goal, and we had a penalty. And really, we should probably be, 2-3-1 up in the first half, but it all goes Pete on. Of course, Carney gets that horrible knee injury. Doesn't come off until half time, and Mudryk comes on to replace him. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we are the first half. We need to say we were just absolutely battering them, and I hate to say that because you don't score the goals, but when you have that much domination, you have that much possession in their final third, you make so many passes in their area, that's generally testament to you doing well in the game. But you got to finish your dinner, you got to score goals. There's still obviously a lacking chemistry. In the 53rd minute, James Ward-Prowse plays in Michail Antonio, and yeah, to be honest, I think Disassi thinks he's got him and he just doesn't, and I think Axel Disassi was a bit of an Axel disaster in this game. Am I right? I've got nothing against the player. He's still. We have got a goal, sorry, from Chukwuemeka. I was going to say he's the only player who scored for Chelsea this season, but he's one of the two. I think he was proper stinky in this game, man. Anyway, great goal from Antonio. But it's what you expect. All three of these goals. I mean, the penalties, any team scores a penalty, but it's West Ham win a penalty, lock it up, lovely stuff. But, certainly a set piece from Jade Ward-Prowse and a centre-back heading home. Yes, you can see that all day from a David Moyes team. And from West Ham, Michail Antonio, who's excellent at that, running in behind on the break. It's just you could friggin' foresee this if you said, right, West Ham score, how are they going to do it? Well, they'll all do it that or that. Oh, how about all three, mate? How about all three, Chelsea, and you whiff all your chances, mate? Moises Caicedo comes on for Ben Chilwell, and now I'm thinking, right, Caicedo debut, is this what we need right now? And how does this make sense with Ben Chilwell coming off? Well, we end in some crazy formation because Madueke comes on and also Burstow comes on. So we have Nico Jackson and Burstow with Raheem Sterling in the number 10 behind. So that's a front three behind two centre forwards. And then both wing backs, right wing back is Noni Madueke and left wing back is Misha Mudryk, of course. And then we have the back three of the three centre backs with a double pivot of Fernandez and Caicedo. It's just this moment is me this is just us at recent seasons losing to a team we should beat and just throwing everything on and just YOLOing it rather than just friggin' sticking to the plan. And that for me is panicking, and that has been the negative part of Chelsea DNA in the recent years. And of course, what is Caicedo doing? Nervous on his debut, losing, does a crap tackle in his own area and concedes a penalty. I didn't see us winning though. So, player performances, this will be fun. Sanchez was okay. Colwill was okay, a bit weak. Silva, probably the strongest of the centre-backs, I'd say. Disasi, very, very poor for me. He was bad on the goal. He was bad conceding fouls. He got a yellow. Nico Jackson got a yellow. I think he's the other player to do it. Chuck Wameka did, I don't know why. But Nico Jackson was like being aggressive with a player or the ref. Disasi was from being bad at football in that moment. I'm not saying he's a bad player, but it was a bad moment. Enzo, I think he was fine except the missed penalty. Enzo's never really bad, is he? He's like that's why he's sort of this really great, reliable operator. I'll be interested to figure out what you guys think of that. I think Gallagher was pretty good, apart from not jumping on the set piece and losing his man. That's a lesson he will learn. But, unsexy, unfavoured players like Gallagher and Sterling. I think Sterling was largely excellent in this game. In that first half and the beginning of the second half, he was giving Emerson Palmieri of once Chelsea of this parish, he was giving him nightmares, Sterling. And Sterling was really good, Possibly our best attacker. I'm looking at, what's it called? Who scored here, referencing for the data. And Sterling is Chelsea's highest ranked player by some distance. Carney Chukwuemeka being the second highest, probably because he scored a lovely goal. So Sterling played really well, but the thing is with Sterling, he kind of like fades, and if the team's not doing well, then he'll sort of fade as well. Whereas someone like Eden Hazard would start well like that, but then be the difference maker and score the goal as well. Whereas it looked like Chukwuemeka had the magic, but the consistent, decent play was Sterling, running in behind, dribbling, getting in behind Emerson, putting crosses in. He won the penalty that Enzo Fernandez went on to miss. And again, to reiterate, I really think that was the moment for us. Again, I don't want to put any fault on Enzo because everyone misses a penalty, especially if it's the first one you take for a club, but I don't know, man. That was the turning. For me, it was just the multiverse moment where we should have gone on to win. Good performers. Jackson, I think the first half was like amazing. This shows you how starved Chelsea fans have been of centre forward play. But he's been rightly praised across all general football media, broadcast sports media. Nico Jackson as a really good operator. He's just running and being strong and combining well. He's just looking like a good centre forward. Good centre forward play without the goal yet. Do I take him out of my fantasy football? Well, I've had a bit of a stink already on week 2. The subs, I don't know. It feels so bad for Misha Mudryk. Like pre kickoff, people are whinging about Sterling, who was actually pretty good against Liverpool, to be honest, starting over Mudryk. But then Sterling is, one of maybe our best performer in that game. And then Mudryk comes on, but he comes on in difficult situations, so it's hard to judge him and unfair to judge him. And I get it in this game when West Ham are winning against Chelsea and they're a man down. You're not going to have space to run in behind, bro. You're going to have all the ball, and West Ham are going to be like, yeah, mate, you can have the ball, take it home, And the Jose Mourinho, that famous quote, they can take the ball home, I'll take the 3 points. If they can't have all the ball, they can take it home, whatever the quote is. Wonderful quote from Mourinho, by the way. So yeah, Mudryk, and he can dribble, but at the moment he's just really, really like a weapon in behind in transition. There are no transitions, bro. There are no transitions in the London Stadium when you're 2-1 down and they've only got 10 men. There are no transitions. There are only passing it around the box. And in that scenario, you want Sterling over Mudryk, at least for now. Gallagher was fine. Gusto was decent. Chilwell, he didn't. Again, it's not the kind of game where you see the best out of Chilwell because you want some transitions. Who else played in this ruddy game? Again, I feel so bad for Carney Chukwuemeka with his potential bad knee injury. But yeah, let's bring it home. So what does this mean? Are we good? I feel like quite emotional still after the game. I'm not happy with Pochettino just YOLOing it at the end. I'm not really happy with the back four formation. Like, to be honest, back three hybrid. To be honest, now for me, he needs to just drill Enzo and Caicedo all week in a double pivot and play a 4-2-3-1. Simples. That's for me, and that's from looking at it now. Or play a 4-3-3. Bring Lavia in. Just bring him in. Just bring him in. Just help us. This 19-year-old that got relegated with Southampton, you know, is very, very talented. Just save Chelsea. Someone who's going to save Chelsea. Who is going to save Chelsea? That might be the title of the video. Anyway, let me know what you think. It's tragic. Please do comment down below. I'll be very interested in reading your comments for this one. Like and subscribe. Join the journey. We're going to be okay together if we support each other. All right. Peace.